Okay. You copy me?
Yes.
Okay. Let's go 28 now. 28 is 4 times cubic root of A plus cubic root 8A. This is a little bit weird. Okay, cubic root of A, we cannot do simplification. Okay, exactly like that. But in this case, yes, because 8, look, A is 2422. And we have exactly the amount of 2 that we need to simplification. So maybe some students remember that cubic root 8 is 2. Actually, it's the 1, 2 outside. And unfortunately, stay inside the 8. And the rest is combined lighter 4 plus 2 is 6. Because they are lighter. Final answer. It corresponds with the option D. Any question? The radical is always easy. The student understand very well radical. Another topic, no, but radical, everyone understand very well. Because it's easy. It's very, very straightforward. Everyone follow me? No problem? Clear? Confusing? No? Help me. Yes, no, professor. 29. 29 is 2 times cubic root of 27 x plus 2 times cubic root of 125 x. This is easy because I know the cubic root 27 is 3, no? And cubic root,
Yeah.
some people email me because the people want to know the result. I don't agree with the result. I don't care if you agree or disagree. I explain why. Okay, F5. Everyone know that by memory, no? Oh, I need to prove. 27 is 33, 39, sorry, and 9 is 33. Exactly 33 is exactly. We need to put outside only one. And 125 is divisible by 5 is 25, and 25, 5, and 5, exactly the same situation, 3, 5. Therefore, it's just 5. Entonces, this fly like a 1, 3 outside, right? And these 3 and these 2 meet together, and there's a 6 because it's a factor multiplication, no? And stay alive inside the radical 1x, no? Only one. And here, similar situation happen. Fly outside 1, 5, and multiplication by 2 is 10. Cubic root x. Again, they are lighter, 16. Cubic root of x is the answer. It corresponds with the option C. Any question? I want to see your face. Everything okay? Give me an answer. Okay, so this is Inaya Brown. This everything is okay. And what about Robert?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. Okay. Let's continue. Keep going. Now, let me erase the board. Okay. Number 30. Number 30 is similar. 30 is 30. Is 9 cubic root of M7 P5 minus 5 M squared P cubic root of MP squared. Okay, let me start for the first one. The first one is M7. And 7 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. M. If I want to select, remember the index is 3. You select 3 by 3. 1 and 2. That's me. Okay, outside we have one M and we have another M. And M times M is M squared. As I copy 9, bring down M squared equals 2M and stay inside the radical 1M. Cubic root 1M. What about B? So B is B to the 5th power.
Inside and outside.
Exactly. Very, very well. B, 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 B. Ernest, no? So we have one. Wait a second. Wait a second. We are working with.
No.
No. You are right. 1 is 3.
Yeah, and we have to.
So 1P, no?
Yeah.
1P. So minus 5. M squared P. But outside 1P fly. Entonces P squared. Hey, what the hell? I'm crazy. Hey, we continue working in the first term.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. The student made me crazy. Email me. I want to know. No, I teach class now, coño. Entonces, P 5 times. I select 3 by 3 because it's a cubic root. Entonces, 1P, that represents 1P outside. So we have 1P, only 1P here. And stay 2P inside, P squared.
Yeah.
Okay now? Is it okay?
Yeah.
Entonces, in the second, I suppose we cannot do anything. Why? Because the power here is 1, and the power here is 2, because it's smaller than 3. Entonces, it's impossible simplification more.
Yeah, we gotta leave it like that.
Exactly. Leave it like that. So, and this red line, this is lighter. And you subtracting 9 minus 5, 4, or M squared P, cubic root, M P squared. The answer. It corresponds with the option, let me see. C. Any question? Okay. Let's change. Next kind of problem, different, is simplify, but rationalize. Let me explain rationalize. Rationalize. Rationalize means you eliminate any radical in the denominator. For example, the example 31 is classical. It's 7 over radical 2. Entonces you want to rationalize. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Rationalize. What means rationalize? Rationalize means remove. Eliminate, remove any radical in denominator. Okay? This is like illegal, no? To write expression que contain radical in the denominator. No good. To do this job, it's easy. You multiply top and bottom. I create like a smart one. This is a smart one. And this is a smart one, is radical 2, no? You know que si you divide any expression or number divided by itself, es 1, no? This is a smart one, but this is a smart one help me to simplify because we have 7 radical 2 times radical 2 over radical 2. So we have 7 times. This is multiplication. Multiplication is easy. Multiplication, you don't need to find least common denominator. No, you multiply top, bottom, bottom. So 7 radical 2. And radical 2 times radical 2 is radical 4. And radical 4 is 2. So the answer is 7 radical 2 over 2. Okay, guys, one shortcut. Super important shortcut. Radical, any expression, time radical, the same expression, is any without radical. O sea, for example, radical 2 times radical 2 is 2. Bueno, actually, es radical 4, ¿no? You are doing step by step, but I don't like step by step. I go directly, es 2. Radical 5 times radical 5 is 5, because it's radical 25. And so, do you see or no? Radical 7 times radical 7 is radical 49, que es 7, directly. Esa es fórmula.
Yeah,
Say again?
multiplication.
Keep in mind, rationalization. What means rationalization? In my final answer, look at that.
Remove.
It's equivalent to the original.
Okay.
This is the original. Look, the original. But you rationalize. Rationalize means you eliminate the radical and the denominator. This expression is equivalent to this. It's exactly the same, but we have no radical in the denominator. That means rationalization. Let's practice rationalization. For example, 32. 32 is minus. I don't care. I tell you, this minus confuse you. Put a minus in the front, but I don't care. Well, I care because I do not ignore totally. I manipulate the rest without this. I finally put the minus, no? Because it's the answer is negative. The 25 divided by 2. Okay. This is minus. I could go in with the minus. I separate square root 25 and square root 12. The radical of the fraction is equal to the radical of each expression separately. So this property is always possible. Regarding the root, maybe square root or cubic root or 4 root. So we continue. This is square root 25, 5. Okay, 5 over radical 2. This is the final answer? No. Why no? For two reasons. Reason number one is that I need to simplification a little bit 12, because 12 is, I discover when I do the factorization, one couple of 2, okay, this couple of 2 fly outside the radical. So it's minus 5 to radical 3. This 3 is this 3. It stays inside the radical. And this is the final answer? No. Why no? Because I need to rationalize. I need to do something to eliminate this radical. So I create my smart one, radical 3. So it's negative 5, radical 3 in the top, over, in the bottom. Who help me with the bottom part? What are the answer in the bottom part? Who help me? Nobody.
2 radicals 6 9.
No 6. It's not 3 plus. It's not 3 plus 3. It's 3 times 3.
Yeah, 9. I said 9. 2 radicals.
Entonces the answer you say que es 2 radical 9?
Yeah.
And who is radical 9?
Yeah, that's it.
Who is radical 9?
What's that?
You say que es 2 radical 9. Correct. This is correct.
Yeah.
We don't finish. You don't finish. Because who is radical 9? Who is radical 9?
The rational stuff?
No. Radical 9 is equal what? What number is radical 9?
It's equal 3.
It's equal 3, and 3 times 2 is 6. Okay, entonces the shortcut, mister. You multiply radical 3 times radical 3 is 3. Yes or no?
Yes.
And 3 times 2 is 6. End story. It's the final answer. Okay. Too many
Yeah.
steps. Too many steps. Step number 1 will separate the fraction into radical. We can put it separately. With simplification of 12. Hey, noise. Putting off the microphone, please. You try to simplify the, the expression inside the radical. That's all we are doing before. And so you break it down 12, you discover that we have a couple of 2, so this 2, this 2, is this 2, and this 3 is this 3, no? And leave it like that. No, why no? Because this expression is no rationalizer. You need to rationalize. Therefore, you create the smart one using the same radical in the denominator. Multiply top and bottom in order to dosing of it. Yeah, I discovered, remember the shortcut. Okay, I don't know why the students are doing in the complicated way. It's super easy. Radical 3 times radical 3 is 3. I explained before. Look, radical any times radical any is any. In this case, any is 3. So it's 3. And 3 times 2 is 6. That's it. Okay. 3, 3. 3, 3 is 9 over radical 2. Who help me with this? Rationalize. Who help me? What should I do? What should I do?
Uh, the rational.
Uh-huh. How?
Um,
No.
Rational 2 to rational 2.
Exactly. Radical 2, radical 2. Entonces, in the top we have 9 radical 2, no? In the bottom, we have, we have in the bottom what number? The new multiplication, radical 2 times radical 2.
2. We got 2.
Oh. Do you understand very well this or no? Question. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes or no?
I got it now.
Yes.
1.
34. 34. No, 34, no. We did 30. I'm making mistake, guys. I did 34 here. 33. I skipped 33. Well, 33 is similar. It's 9 radical 5. It's the same stupid thing. Yeah, radical 5. It's 9 radical 5 divided by 5. Because radical 5 and radical 5. This is the same, similar. 35, no. A little bit different. 35 is square root 49 over 2. It's a fraction. You separate like 49, square root 49, and square root 2. I know the square root 49 is 7. Okay, this answer is correct, but it's no rationalize. In order to rationalize, you multiply by radical 2 and radical 2. So we have in the top 7 radical 2, in the bottom radical 2 and radical 2. Any question? Any question? No?
No.
Okay, 36. 36 is similar. 36 is radical 50 over x. It's the same. It doesn't matter if it's a number or variable. Separate is radical 50 and radical x. Okay, and now simplify radical 50. And unfortunately, radical 50 is not perfect, but in my mind, radical 50 is divided by 2 is 25, no? And 25, 5, and 5. So we have a couple of 5 that represent 1 5 outside the radical. The radical 50 is 5 outside radical 2. This 2 is this 2. Over radical x. Okay, okay, okay. I finish or I keep going?
Keep going.
How?
Radical x.
Exactly. Radical x. In the top we have 5 radical 2, radical x. If you want, you copy separately, but much better, in my opinion, is condensing. Okay? And radical x times radical x is just x. Finals. Que corresponde with the option D. Everyone follow me? Everyone understand? This is super easy. Super easy. Super easy. Okay. Now next one is a little bit more complicated. Don't worry. I promise you understand very well. Okay. This is rationalized also. But this is different because we have rationalized the denominator. Okay. Okay. When you have binomial, okay. When you have monomial. Suppose 2 radical 5. You multiply radical 5. This is clásica. This is 2 radical 5 over 5. This is monomial. The problem is when you have binomial, like example 37. Example 37 is 5 over 7 minus radical 2. And you need to rationalize again. Rationalize, remember, means eliminate the radical at the denominator. I need to find one equivalent expression like that, but without radical at the denominator. So what is the technique? Well, the technique is using one thing is called a conjugate. The conjugate is the same expression, but suppose that you have 7 minus radical 2. A multiplication by conjugate. Conjugate is the same, is 7 radical 2 pero plus. Okay, this is the same, they're given, but the conjugate is family of this, is exactly the same number but opposite side. Suppose que es negative and the given, you put in the conjugate the positive. Suppose que in another example that we see after, I don't know, is positive the given, entonces es negative. The conjugate is the same binomial but opposite side. Okay? Entonces you are doing similar. You, in order to rationalize, but when you have binomial, this is binomial case. You multiply top and bottom by the conjugate. Okay, 7 plus radical 2. And 7 plus radical 2. Okay? Let's see what happened. Suddenly happened, magically happened when you multiply it like that. When on the top is easy. Because on the top, the only thing that you should do is multiplication. 5 times 7 is 35. Plus 5 times radical 2. Obviously, when you multiply, it's important. Oof, too much information. Look, when you multiply number and radical, suppose 5 radical 2 times 2 radical 5. What is the procedure of the multiplication? You multiply the number outside, get 10. And you multiply the number inside, get by coincidence, 10. This is the idea. In this case, we have the number outside is invisible 1. When you multiply f5 times 1, get 5. And 5 have no radical. If you have no radical, then we have nothing. So radical 2. And you multiply just 5 times 1. And put together with the radical 2. This is the multiplication and the top. The multiplication and the bottom is more complicated. Because it's the multiplication to binomial. But don't worry, because you know very well how you multiply to binomial. You apply FOIL. Always you apply FOIL. You FOIL. Okay? And you multiply 7 times 7, 49. 7 times radical 2. It's 7 radical 2. Because remember, 7 have no radical multiplied by invisible 1 that we have here is 7. And the radical 2 stay, no? And this together is minus 7 radical 2. And this is minus radical 2 times radical 2 is 2. Wow, look at that. What happened? Always happen. When you multiply by conjugate, the radical disappears. This and this is gone, it's canceled. And this is 49 minus 2 get 47. And this is the final answer. Multiplication by conjugate. In the handout, well, in the handout we have another example. Yeah. Yeah, we have a lot. Wow. Good, very good. Okay, entonces, be careful. We have two cases. Rationalization monomial is super easy. But rationalization binomial is a little bit more complicated. Remember the idea for the conjugate. Conjugate is the same binomial but the opposite sign. Entonces, it's similar to when you are doing this, look, a squared minus b squared is equal a plus b times a minus b. Normally, this formula we're using every day, but we are using in this direction. See, we use it in the opposite direction. This is the multiplication to conjugate. And when you multiply the conjugate, look, FOIL is a squared minus ab plus ab by putting alphabet, the order, minus b squared. And this is canceled and stay alive, a squared minus b squared, exactly. But we are doing a not like a factorization. This ordering is factorization. In this case, multiplication. This is not new for you. But the problem is we are doing in opposite direction. When you are doing the multiplication, definitely you eliminate the radical. That's the idea for the rationalization. Okay? Okay. Let's continue now for multiplication. Multiplication binomial that involve radical. Suppose the example 38. 38 is multiplication, radical 2 minus 6 times radical 7 minus 4. Okay, they are no family. It's completely different, no conjugate. It's completely different. And you apply FOIL, and that's it, because it's multiplication to binomial, no? And you multiply radical 2 times radical 7. Okay, radical 2 times radical 7. Es obvio que es radical 14. Right? Together, so you can condense it together like a radical 14. And we can simplification radical 14? No. Why no? Because 14 is only 2 and 7. And we have no couple to simplify. And this is minus 4 radical 2. And this is minus 6 radical 7. And this is plus 24. And we can do something more or no? No! Why no? Because remember, when you adding or subtracting radical expression, the only possibility we have to combine is que it's the same radical. Suppose 2 radical 5 plus 3 radical 5. And 5 radical 5. Because radical 5 is the same. But if it's different, we cannot combine. And leave it like that. This is the answer que corresponde with the option B. Guy, you follow me or no? It's complicated or it's easy? Come on. Opinion. I want to hear opinion. Do you remember very well this or no? You see before in your life? It's the first time you see? Miss Campbell. Are you here? Are you there? Miss Campbell? Kinisha? Are you there? Okay, good. By the way, you are doing very, very good in the test, in both tests. In the test on paper and the test online. Very, very good. So say everything okay? Kinisha saying everything is okay? Okay, super. Let's move on to the question 38. 39, sorry. Well, 39 is similar. 39 is 3 plus radical 2 s squared. This is equivalent to say 3 plus radical 2 times itself. Because it's a square is the same, it's twin brother, no? And you foil. 3 times 3, 9. 3 times radical 2 is plus 3 radical 2. Radical 2 times 3 is again 3 radical 2. And put the coefficients in the first place and the radical in the second place. And finally, last, que radical 2 times radical 2 is 2. And we combine like that. Of course, we combine. 9 and 2 is 11. And 3 plus 3 is 6. Radical 2. Good, that's the answer. The option B, no? Yeah, everyone follow me?
Yes.
I suppose that everyone get good grade in this test. This test is easy. This test includes remember the equations, rational equation, equation that you need to find least common denominator, restriction, blah, 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 blah. And the part of the radical. And the part of the radical. When the class is over today, I will send the test number 4. But this test number 4 will be due next Wednesday. Okay? And both the test online and the test on paper. It's October 7th, I suppose. Let me see in the calendar. In the email, I have specification. Yeah, Wednesday. Next Wednesday is October 7th. Let's do this test, number 4. And we have one more test, number 5, and the final, maybe the student can have a good grade. It's totally optional. I don't care. It's a reward for me. The final, the student can have A, don't need to take the final. Only the student can need to improve and include it. Automatically, I put 100 in the final test for you. The student can do an excellent course. Okay, 39, now 40. 40 is similar. It's 3 minus 2 radical 3 squared. Entonces, this is equivalent to say 3 minus 2 radical 3 times 3 minus 2 radical 3. In foil. 3 times 3, 9. 3 times 2 radical 3 is minus 6 radical 3. Oh, look at that, look at that. I multiply that 3 and these 2. It's the number outside. So 3 have no radical. Times minus 2 radical 3. The multiplication is this number times this number. And this number, que I suppose que es invisible one, times this number, stay 3. Okay? I did first, outer, inner now. It's the same. It's minus 6 radical 3. And last is 2 radical 3 times 2 radical 3. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 radical 3 times 2 radical 3. They are twin brothers. And 2 times 2 is 4. And radical 3 times radical 3 is 3. It's 12. Do you see that? It's plus 12, no?
Yes, sir.
Because minus and minus is plus. Okay, entonces 12 and 9 is 11, carry the 21. 21 minus 12, because 6 negative and 6 negative together is 12. Radical. Like the option C in the handout. I like that part. That part is easy. At least for me, it's easy. Okay, 41. Oh, 41 is different. 41 is different because it's radical 6 plus 1 and radical 6 minus 1. They are not twin brothers like that. They are conjugate. But okay. I don't care. The name is not important. FOIL, you FOIL. Radical 6 times radical 6 is 6. First. Ahora es radical 6 times -1 es minus radical 6. Radical 1 times radical 6 is positive. Radical 6. And positive 1 and -1 together is -1. So always happen when you are doing multiplication, expressions that contain radical and they are conjugate magically happen que the radical cancel. And the answer is 6 minus 1 get 5. Unbelievable. The conjugate, this is the power of the conjugate. That is a reason to rationalization when you have binomial. In order to create the smart one, we use in conjugate. So the conjugate of the expression in the bottom. And magically disappear the radical. That's what's 41. Let's practice this, the rationalize denominator, include the binomial. Remember the conjugate idea. This is important. Okay. I move on to the 42. And make it zoom to see much better. Good. Make it zoom. 42. Okay, 42 is radical 5 over radical 11 plus 3. And the question say, rationalize the denominator. Assume the all variables represent positive real numbers and the denominator is not zero. Okay. Remember, what is the strategy? You create a smart one. And the smart one is a fraction. It's any over any. It's formed by any is radical 11 is exactly the same, but conjugate, -3. Radical 11, -3. Okay, now let's do it. You multiply, for example, top, bottom, no? The multiplication, this is monomial, this is binomial, you apply like a distributive property. This time, these together is a radical 5 and radical 11 together is radical 55. And we can simplification, no, because 55 is just 5 and 11, we have no repetition of the factor. And radical 5 times -3 is -3. Radical 5. Because remember, you multiply that 3, que es -3, by the invisible one that we have here. So the number outside and inside the radical have like a different category. Like when you multiply, I don't know, 5 radical 7 times 2 radical 3, you multiply this number, is 10, and you multiply this number, is radical 21. We cannot mix it, number outside and number inside. It's totally illegal. Okay? But we did that part, we did the top part, and the bottom part is nice. We expect surprise. We expect somehow magically the radical 11 disappear. And you apply FOIL again, why not? Radical 11 times radical 11 is 11. Radical 11 times -3 is -3 radical 11. And +3 radical 11 is +3 radical 11. And 3 times 3, 3 times -3 is -9. This is cancel. Always happen because I create artificially, I create intentionally conjugate. Entonces in the top we have radical 55 minus 3 radical 5. In the bottom we have 11 minus -2. Boom! Final answer. Final answer. No fraction anymore in the denominator. That's mean rationalize. Everyone understand very well this example? It's a classical example. The rest, 43, 44, is the same. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Because I need help. I need help in 43 and 44, but one by one. Suppose 5 radical 2 divided by 5 plus radical 2. Who help me in this example? Come on. One guy is there. Who help me? Don't worry if you make a mistake. You are a student, you are learning. Okay, go ahead. What should I do? What should I do?
You take the radical 2 and put it in a fraction.
Say again?
Radical 2 over radical 2. Okay.
No. Okay. This is important. We cannot separate here. This is totally legal. So when you add into numbers, suppose you have 4 plus 60 divided by 10 plus 4. We can simplification this 4 and this 4. Is it legal? Is legal or illegal? And we got simplification this 10 and this 60. Oh, when you have
No, you can.
Okay. Help me. Come on, I am open to any suggestion. What should I do? Okay, what was the procedure they apply here? It's exactly the same. You create smart one. You create a smart one. I have to create here another smart one. And this new smart one is formed by conjugate. What is the conjugate of this guy?
5.
5? Only 5?
5 minus 2.
Exactly.
5 radical 2. Radical 2.
This is our smart one.
Yeah.
It's a coincidence. In this case, example, it's a coincidence. Okay, it's exactly the same as this, but this is just coincidence. No, always happen. Okay, let's do a multiplication separately. Top and bottom. Start for the top.
25.
25. Very well.
Radical 4 or radical 2.
No. Foil. You do first outer. Outer is 5 times minus radical 2.
Okay. I didn't know that. 5 radical 2.
Eso. Minus, right?
Yeah.
Now inner is negative radical 2 times 5. Again,
negative 5 radical 2.
Super.
And radical.
Fine. Go. Radical 2.
Radical 2 is gonna be radical.
Okay. When you multiply minus radical 2 times minus radical 2, it's obvious que positive, right?
Yeah.
Negative. Y radical 2 times radical 2 is
2.
So bueno. Okay, let me finish. Continue working in the top part. Well, in the top part we have 25 and 2. I can combine. Why not 27? No.
Yeah.
And negative 5 minus.
No.
Right.
Okay.
Super. It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. Let's do in the bottom part. Exactly the same. Ernie, you help me again in the bottom part.
Yeah. I'm here.
Go ahead. Foil. You foil.
25. Yeah, minus 5 radical 2.
Super.
Or 5 radical 2. Minus 2.
Minus 2. You are right. And this is always, remember the conjugate, the radical part cancel. And 20 minus 25.
Is minus 23.
23. Boom. Final answer. Next question.
Thank you.
Any help me? No, help. Thank you. You are welcome. Okay, another participation. Who there? 44. Similar. Same strategy, same idea. It's radical 7 over 7, radical 6 minus radical 7. Who there? Another participation. No earning anymore. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Inaya, Robert, Ismael, Daila, Ramirez, Kinicha, no. Chance, come on, help me. Yesaira, Tatiana, Laile Pascual, and Kyla Felder. Nobody? No, nobody know anything? You don't know? You don't know?
Yes, sir.
Now, come on, who help me? Introduce by yourself. What's your name?
Chance.
Chance. Chance
Yes.
is good. Come on.
Okay,
What should I do?
You would multiply 7 radical. Okay, so radical 7 over 7 radical 6 minus radical 7 by 7 radical 6 plus radical 7 over 7 radical 6 plus radical 7.
Super good. Que es the conjugate.
Yes.
This guy is the conjugate of this, and this together is the smart one. Okay, okay. Now slow down. Let's do it step by step, one by one. But okay. This is relatively easy because in this multiplication, in the top part is no FOIL. It's distributive property. It's like that multiplication this and this, and multiplication this and this. Help me with the multiplication distributive property, please. Radical 7 times 7 radical 6 is?
Okay, so 49. 7 times 7, 49.
No. Okay. Why not? Let me try to understand. Actually, the thing we are doing is radical 7 times 7 radical 6, no?
Okay, yes.
But remember, this coefficient is 1. You multiply this number and this number and this number and this number.
Right. So
It's 7, no?
Yes, 7 and then 42.
And 42, maybe we have possibility of simplification, I suppose. I don't know. Let me try quickly. Divided by 2 is 21.
Yes.
21 is 3 and 7. No. There are no possibility of simplification. Because we have no repetition of factors. No? Okay. I didn't know, but I realized, Entonces, 7 radical 42. Plus, because this sign is plus, radical 7 times radical 7. Radical 7 times radical 7 is?
39.
We repeat a lot of times this. Radical any number times radical any number is any, no? 7.
Okay.
7. Chance 7.
My bad.
Okay. Let's do the bottom part. The bottom part is FOIL. How do you know que FOIL? Because of binomial.
Yeah, expand the denominator using FOIL.
Entonces, 7 radical 6 times 7 radical 6. 7 radical 6 times 7 radical 6. How you multiply that? Bueno, you multiply 7 times 7, no? Que 49.
Yes.
And radical 6 times radical 6 is radical 36.
36.
Actually, is 49. Sorry. Mistake. Es 49, no? Es 49 times 6, because radical 6 times radical 6 is 6. 7 times 7 is 49 times 6 is 294. Yeah, I copy that. Okay, the first multiplication, 294. Our is 7 radical 6 times radical 7, no? Remember, this number is 1. 7 times 1 is 7. Radical 42. No? Plus 7. Radical 42. Okay. The second is similar. So inner product is minus radical 7 times 7 radical 6, no? It's minus 7 radical 42. It's expecting, because I know que when you multiply by conjugate, the radical disappear. But this and this say goodbye. Now finally, last is radical 7 times radical 7, of course, minus 7. Okay, this was my final answer. Well, no. I need to manipulate a little bit more. Okay. Is 7 radical 42 plus 7 in the top. In the bottom, we have only 294 minus 7. Okay, it's 287. But 287, guy, I suppose we can simplification a little bit. I put in my calculator 287 divided by 7.
Yeah, by 7 we can.
F41, look at that. This number is 7 and 41. Right? Suppose you factor out, look here, in the top, I can see the great common factor is 7, open parenthesis, radical 42, plus 1. And the bottom, we have not 287 anymore, so 7 times 41. You cancel out this 7, you can. And the final answer is square root 42 plus 1 divided by 41. Final answer. Any question? Very good or very bad?
Very good. Can you just like reduce it, please, that I can take a screenshot of it?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. I want to go to another material, to another handout I sent to you yesterday. It is for practice, no? Don't worry if you see word problems. No, I never put word problem. Okay, basic. Entonces, what do you consider that we need to practice? At the beginning, the equation, or let's focus in the radical. What do you consider is better? What do you consider? So we practice everything. We practice one specific part. What is your opinion?
I think we can practice everything.
Everything. Radical, everything, equations. Okay,
yeah,
for example, let's practice the equation. I have one equation. I select randomly, number 3. This is for the package. It's 6 over x plus 5 minus 8 over x plus 5 equal 4 over 7. Remember, this is the equation. The question says solve for x. So I need to find the x value to satisfy this equation. So you remember the procedure. The procedure was, remember, factorization, any expression in the denominator. In this case, it's impossible because x plus 5 is prime expression. After we find the least common denominator, what is the least common denominator in this case?
X plus 5.
Only x plus 5? And what about 7?
Oh, x plus 5 7.
Exactly. It's 7 times x plus 5. Okay, what is the restriction associated with this LCD? Restriction. What is the bad guy? It converts 0 and to be undefined. What is illegal value? Illegal value is when this expression is 0. So you mentally, you say 7 x plus 5 equal to 0, illegal, because you know what happened with division by 0. Are you clear, no? Division by 0 is impossible, right? Therefore, this 7 doesn't work, it's negative 5. But the illegal value is negative 5, because when you put in negative 5 here, negative 5 plus 5 is 0. 0 in the denominator is illegal. But restriction is important. because you need to avoid this solution. So x equal 5 is impossible solution. And this is called a restriction. Do you understand very well this or no? It's confusing for you or no?
You
Well,
said
how did you get 7? I thought a variable is always 1 or something like that.
Okay. Look, I understood. I don't know, sis. You asked me about what happened with this 7, no?
Yes, that's right.
But okay. In the format, the LCD, or in the solution of this restriction?
Pretty much the solution, since I thought a
Okay.
variable.
Excellent. I understand.
Since I
So
thought
you
a
copy
variable is always 1 or something. So
you copy that this equation because I want to investigate restriction. Entonces, what is the reason que I eliminate this 7? Why I eliminate this 7? Because each factor, so when you have different factor, equal to 0, it's because this factor is 0, or this factor is 0, or this factor is 0. But in this case, we have 3 factors, 7 and x plus 5. But 7 is impossible to be 0. 7 is 7. That is the reason I delete mentally this. And you copy only x plus 5 equals 0, subtract the 5, both sides, x equals -5. Actually, it's not equal. It's not equal. It's not equal. It's not equal. Because it's a restriction. I need to eliminate this condition because it's illegal. Do you get the idea, Mister?
yeah, I'm looking at it.
I answered your question. You satisfy my answer?
Wait, so you just eliminated a 7 in order to?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. And 7, and any, suppose we have another condition. Suppose we have x plus 5. Suppose you have x plus 2. And suppose you have 10 equal to 0. What is the solution for this? Solution is x plus 5 equals 0, or x plus 2 equals 0. Yeah, I consider this 10, no? Because 10 never is 0. So it's independent, -5, and -2.
Oh, okay.
Okay, super.
Thank you, Professor.
Also, very well. This is the idea, guy. Another question. Do you understand very well where come from the restrictions?
Yeah.
Let me erase everything. Yeah, I copy again. Okay, I copy again the problem number 3. The problem number 3 is sure. 6 over x plus 5 minus 8 x plus 5 equal, in the right hand side we have 4 over 7. Remember, the first step is factorization, but in this case impossible. The second step is find the least common denominator, que is 7 times x plus 5 without repetition, no? Not 2x plus 5, only 1, because it's repeated. Restriction associated, you see que is not 5. That means that when you multiply this equation by the LCD, this is classical in algebra. When you have an equation that contains fraction, and you multiply the entire equation by the least common denominator, magically happens that the fraction disappears. Okay, look, in this case, x plus 5 cancel. And multiplication 7 times 6 is 42. Minus, this minus is this. Here cancel out again, and multiplication is 56. In this case, cancel, but 7. And stay alive for x plus 5. Okay, now you're subtracting 56 and 42 and 14, negative 14. And why don't you apply distributive property to eliminate the balance? This is one possibility. And solve for x. So I move 20 to the other side, minus 14, minus 20, equal 4x. We combine, it's negative 34. 4x divided by 4, both sides. It's 34 divided by 4 is decimal. Well, we can simplification. It's x equal negative something. So you 34 divided by 4, no? Yes, 34 divided by 2 is 17, no? Yeah, the answer is 17 over 2 because you divide top part by 2 and the bottom part by 2. Okay, in my mind, 34 is 17 times 2 and 4 is 2 times 2, no? Therefore, this 2 is cancelled. 17 over 2 minus 4. This is the answer. And there are no coincidence with the restriction. Remember the restriction is 5. Therefore, this answer is perfect. The solution set is this. Any question? Do you understand very well this equation or no? One more or no?
Yes, sir.
In the packet, there
Yeah, another one.
another one. No, but in the packet we have a super complicated. No. In the test, I don't put super complicated. Regular. Let's do one more, number 4, and that's it. We focus in the radical. Okay. Number 4 is 40 divided by x minus 2 minus 1 is equal 42 over x plus 2. Okay, step number 1, factorization and expression in the bottom, no problema, everything is prime. LCD is x minus 2.
X plus 2.
Exactly. Both. You take both. Restriction is the value que creates 0 here, que es 2. O sea, no 2.
2 different.
Or minus 2, no?
Yeah.
Any solution equal to this is wrong. After that, multiplication the entire equation by LCD, so it's x minus 2, x plus 2, x minus 2, x plus 2, x minus 2, x plus 2. Okay. Entonces x minus 2 is cancelled in the first, and it stays 40 times x plus 2. In the second, no, in the second nothing cancelled, entonces minus x minus 2, x plus 2. Okay, I prefer, guys, put a bracket here. Why? Because this negative 1 affects everything inside here. Actually, according to the order of operation, you foil here, but not in the second line, and after change the sign. Now here, cancel out x plus 2 and x plus 2, and stay 42. Parenthesis x minus. That's okay?
Yeah, that's smart. If you can't put the bracket, you have to change the sign.
Yeah. When you distribute it here, 40x minus 80. Okay, let me try to fold each side. Okay, inside. X times x. Okay, I put a minus, I put a bracket, x squared. This time this is minus no plus 2x. This and this is minus 2x. And this is negative 4. Now this and this cancel. Okay, leave it like that for a moment. And it's no surprise because it's different of a square. power. And this is 42x minus, I suppose it's 84, no? 42 times 2 is 84. Okay, so I copy 40x minus 80 minus minus x squared plus 4, because this minus and this minus, so this minus change the sign, everything inside, everything can stay alive. This guy is gone, and stay alive, this is negative and this is positive, equal 42x minus 84. Little by little, guy, you reduce the equation, no? This is a process, this is the algebra process. Okay, we combine. Oh no, we combine, yeah. Is lighter, this and this. Is 80 minus 4, 76, no? So it's 40x minus 76, it was the combined minus 80 plus 4 minus x squared. So in this moment, I realized, wow, this look like quadratic equation. So it look like quadratic equation. I try to move everything to the left because I want to put in a standard form. We put minus 42x plus 84 equal to 0. So the reason I put the right hand side must be 0 is because I saw that this is a quadratic equation, no linear equation. And the quadratic equation, the only way that we have to solve it by factorization. Okay, don't worry. Let's continue. So I copy in this order, minus x squared, is the quadratic in the first place. We combine like this and this, no? X minus 2x. And this is 6, no? 84 minus 76 is 8. Plus 8. Okay. Now we focus on the quadratic equation, but I don't like this quadratic equation. I propose you multiplication whole thing by -1 because I need this coefficient should be positive. It's x squared plus 2x minus 8 equal to 0. Okay, remember, guys, test 3, solution for the quadratic equation by factoring. You open two parentheses because it's a regular trinomial. Irregular. You put a variable gets x. You copy the number, get 4 and 2, no? 4 times 2, 4 times 2 is 8, and 4 minus 2 is 2. The sign are positive and negative. Equal to 0. One solution is this, is -1. And another solution is this, is positive. Almost I finished. I come back to the beginning now. Wow. And remember the restrictions. In the restriction, you see it's illegal, +2 and negative. Therefore, mandatory, this is wrong. Actually, the only solution is this. I delete this card. 2 because 2 belongs to the restriction. Therefore, solution set is just -1. Very good. This is the kind of problem I like to put in the test. Okay, you need to be aware, guy. Restriction is important. Too much. Restriction is extremely important because sometimes happens in this equation, the one solution is wrong. Okay, do you feel strong in this equation or no? One more or no? No. Let's move on to the radical now. Look at that, fraction exponent. Fraction exponent. For example, fraction exponent. Let's move on to fraction exponent. Fraction exponent. I have here in the handout several fraction exponents. Suppose 27 raised to the 1/3. What do you suppose que es the answer of this? This is equivalent when you have fraction exponent. Let me recall. Suppose you have base raised to the fraction exponent. The fraction I want to call in general m divided by n. So see you using radical notation. You copy the base inside the radical, the box, and the index of the radical is m. So the number in the denominator. And the power is m. You can write like that, or you can write like that. It's equivalent. I prefer that way. I like that way. So this is equivalent to say cubic root of 27. In this case, the power is 1. If 1 is invisible, I know that this is 3. Yes or no? Yes or no? Do you understand or no?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely perfect. But I want to discuss in some detail. This is confusing. For example, when you have negative sign and depending, okay, and depending. Look, let me show you one thing. Okay, I want to explain very well in the test number 5. No. Suppose. Look, suppose that we have square root 25 f5. And suppose cubic root 27 is 3. Nice. But suppose square root negative 25. When you put a negative inside, this is no solution. Why? Let me try. Or no real solution. So no real solution. The real number is a number inside this line. Infinity, negative. This is 0 in the middle. And you say, well, professor, I know the idea behind the square root is to find one number can multiply by itself. Give me the number in radical. That is the reason, okay, in this case, f5, because 5 times 5 is exactly the number inside the radical, que es 20. But what happened here? Suppose que es negative 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Negative 5. When you multiply negative 5 times negative 5, the answer is positive 25. And no equal negative 25, que es the number que we need. Entonces, bueno, ¿y positive 5, professor? No, because positive 5 and positive 5 is again positive 25 and never is negative 25. The conclusion is that we have no real number, at least on this line, que satisfy this condition. That is the reason that no real solution. We have solution, yes, we have, but let's wait for the test 5. But not real. It's imaginary, it's another thing. However, listen to me, is cubic root negative 27. Oh, this is negative 3. Because the idea behind cubic root is different. The idea is three number, not 2 number. They multiply, same repetition is negative 27. It's obvious it's negative 3, because negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3, 3 times 3 times 3 is 9 times 3 is 27. And of course negative because we have 1, 2, 3 negative is negative. And this is perfect matching with it. Conclusion. When you have square root negative number, no, real. When you have cubic root negative number, yes, real. Okay, and this is valid for the even index. Not only square root gets 2, 4, 6, even number. It's not real. And when it's odd number, yes, it's real. Do you understand the idea? Important, guys. This is a introduction for the test number 5. Okay, entonces, okay, confusing, very, very confusing. Suppose minus 16 raised to the 1/4. Another example, confusing, very, very confusing. Minus 16 parentheses 1/4. Okay, when the minus, copy that. Copy that, copy that, copy that. I want to explain the difference between this and this. When the minus is without parentheses, you consider that this minus represents like a negative one, multiplied by negative one. So it's nothing. You put a negative here and you convert to the radical notation, que es 4 root 16. To find the 4 root, well, we put in the calculator, or you break it down to 8, to 2, to 4, to 2. Actually, we have, wow, look at that. Exactly the 4 2 that we need. 1, 2, 3, and 4 2 represent in the 4 root 1 2 outside, and nothing stay inside. Therefore, the answer is minus. I repeat this sign 2, because inside the radical we have nothing. If we have nothing, entonces you omit the radical. This radical do not exist, and the answer is just negative 2. Everyone follow me? Do you understand very well or no? Okay, don't confuse. This minus is nothing. It's negative 1 outside, and this is different. This is totally different. Let me explain why. Be careful with this tricky part. Parentheses, minus 16 raised to the 1/4. Okay, this is square root, no, 4 root, sorry, because the 4 here, of the minus 16. So I know that when you have a radical and the index is given and you have negative quantity, negative number inside, it's not real solution. And leave it like that, not real solution. Impossible find a solution. Okay? Let me try another. Do you understand the difference with this minus without parentheses and minus with parentheses? Suppose this. Minus 64 raised to the 2/3. Raised to the 2/3. Again, you apply a radical notation. And we have minus 64. Okay, what's the index of this radical? 3. It's this 3. What's the power? The power is 2. Okay, this is the idea. And the cubic root allow negative number, yes. Yeah. Only don't allow negative number when the index is even. But if it's odd, yes. So the answer is real. So 64. Let me see 64. Break it down, 64. 64 is divided by 2, 32. Divided by 2, 16. Divided by 2, 8. Divided by 2, 4. Divided by 2 is 2. Well, actually, 64 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 2. And we are working with the cubic root, and cubic root just select 3 by 3. That is 3, 2 represent 1, 2 outside. This 3, 2 represent another 2 outside. And 2 outside and another 2 outside together is 4. So the answer is 4. And inside the radical, we have nothing. The radical disappear. Okay, radical what? Radical nothing. Radical 1. Entonces 4. Pero 4 negative or 4 positive? 4 negative. Because it's negative 64. Actually, I did analysis using 64 positive, but I know that the answer is negative. But if you multiply, okay, let me confirm that everything is okay. Negative 4 times -4 times -4, 3 times, because the cubic root is +16 and -4 is -64, exactly the same we have at the beginning. And the answer is -4, now square. Don't forget the power part, que 2. Entonces es -4 times -4 is +16. This is the final answer. Any question? Are you boring? You understand? You don't understand? Come on, come on, come on.
Yeah, I understand.
Rubia, everything okay?
Yes.
Answer me. Yes. Okay. How do you feel for this test? Again, get 100 points? Villanueva, are you there?
Yes, sir.
When you want to send me the test, complete
I'll send it right now. I noticed what was the
Super.
mistake that I did.
it.
It was my printer that didn't scan the whole thing.
Uh-huh. Don't worry, don't worry. It's okay. Today.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sure. Let's practice a little bit. Now, fraction exponent. Pero using variable. Fraction exponent, positive, negative. The rule of the exponent. Suppose simplification, this expression. X raised to the 3/4 times x to the 2/3. Do you remember the rule of the exponent? Rule of exponent. Suppose A. Well, no A, X. Suppose X, A, B. And when you multiply, it's X, A plus B, no? Addition. Multiplication is addition. Division is subtraction. And power of the power, 2, 3, 4 level of power. Because A to the B to the C, 3 level of the power. 1 to 3 is X to the ABC. And this ABC is multiplication. Example, X to the second, to the third, to the fourth is X to the 24. 2 times 3 is 6 times 4. This is the rule of the exponent. In this specific example was multiplication, no? And multiplication is X to the 3/4 plus 2/3. So we compute it separately. This 3/4 plus 2/3. Okay, I need to find least common denominator, que es 12. O sea, least common denominator in between 4 and 3 is 12, no? Yes or no? Do you know or you don't know? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, remember, least common denominator, sometimes we can determine by intuition. Normally, when it's complicated example, we apply the rule. But in the majority of the case, we use the common sense. You understand very well what means least common denominator. Suppose I don't know. Well, suppose I don't know. For a scenario. 4 is 2 and 2. And 3 is just 3. So the LCD package, how many factors you put inside? You put 2. You put 2. And you put 3. Remember, you take every factor except when you have repetition. You have repetition, but repetition in the same number. I say repetition when it's in different number. You take the majority of things. In this case, no majority is 2 times 2, 4 times 3 is 12. The 12 divided by 4 is 3 times 3 times 3 is 9. 12 divided by 3 is 4 times 2 is 9. It's 8, no? I'll repeat again. 12 divided by 3 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8. 17. I'll leave it at that. The answer is x raised to the 17 over. Good? Oh, not good. Let's practice this. And the rest of the time we have fraction exponent. I want to complicate more your life using negative exponent, you know. Okay. I want to do the first, and you help me in the rest. Let me try to find one nice. Okay, this is nice. I want to do the nice for me and the complicated for you. Okay, suppose x to the negative 1 over 4 times x to the 3 over 4. There are two possibilities to do that. You consider the exponent negative and you subtraction, of course. Okay, you addition, but addition with the opposite sign. It's like a 3 over 4 minus 1 over 4 is 2 over 4. In this case, not necessarily find the LCD because the denominator is the same, and you subtracting 3 minus 1 get 2, and you reduce and lowest term get 1/2. And that's it. The answer is x to the 1/2. Wow. This is one possibility. Another possibility is one, okay. I remember that the professor explained that when you have negative exponent, you flip it, you put in the denominator. Okay. Then you write the problem different. You write the problem like that: 3 over 4 divided by x to the positive 1/4. Remember, negative exponent, I put in the bottom. Well, so you have negative in the top, you put it in the bottom like a positive. So you have negative in the bottom, you put in the top like a positive. Now you apply the rule completely different, get subtraction. And subtraction, it's the same stupid thing I did here. Look. It's the same subtraction. This minus this is 1. Got it? Okay, so I copy 1, 2, and 3 for you. I copy, for example, x 1 over 4 times x to the negative 1/3 divided by x to the 2/3. I copy another x to the 1 over 8 times y negative 2 over 3 over x to the 1 over 4. And one more important thing, in this problem, it's important to understand that when you write the final answer, you never use a negative exponent. You need to avoid, the final answer never contain negative exponent. It's not acceptable using negative. Negative 6 x to the negative 3 over 4 divided by x to the negative 1 over 4. Okay, please copy that. And let's working with the first one. So I call number 1, I call number 2, I call number 3. Who helped me with the number 1? All right, who helped me? Who helped me? Participation. Who helped me? And number 1. Don't worry if you make a mistake. You are a student. No evaluation. No. I want only, can you help me? I appreciate it. Who helped me? Nobody want to help me. What about Ernest? You always help me. You are leaving, Ernest?
I'm here.
Oh, you are here. Okay. You want or no?
For me, I don't see the board yet.
Okay.
It's black.
Okay. Okay. Nobody want to help me? Why? Okay, what is the first thing you should do? Well, in my opinion, I am doing this. Is change negative exponent to positive. We can combine this, you can. Either way, but I don't know why I like that way. I don't like negative exponent. I hate negative exponent. No good. I copy x to the 1/4 I copy x to the 2/3 is positive exponent. And this again negative, I put in the bottom, like a 1/3. Okay? Now, it doesn't matter what's the order of operation in this case. Multiplication, division, it's the same priority. I prefer put together this and this time. So 2/3 and 1/3. Wow, it's easy. 2/3 and 1/3 is 1. So it's x to the 1/4 divided by x. Do you understand where I come from this one? Final subtraction. Final subtraction, you subtract the 1/4 minus 1. Let's common denominator 4. 1 minus 4 is negative 3/4. The answer of this is x to the negative 3/4. Well, this is not the final answer because it's illegal. Express it. Final answer, use a negative exponent until you flip it. Okay. I put in the bottom like a positive 3/4. Now this is the elegant final answer. Who help me with the next? No, nobody. Come on, come on, come on. The same procedure. What should I do? What should I do? What should I do?
Get rid of the negative.
Come on, come on. Loudly, loudly. Do you say something smart? Come on, repeat again, please.
Get rid of the negative.
Exactly. Get rid of the negative. You put it where? In the bottom, no?
Yes.
And be careful. We cannot mix x and y. It's different base. And the rule of the exponent is created under the consideration. It's the same base. Let's see, you have x and y when you leave it like that, x and y. And the only possibility we have is combine x. Entonces division, you're subtracting 1/8 minus 1/4, no? Es obvio que the least common denominator is 8, 1 minus 2, no? Is negative 1/8. And so far, when you combine, we have x to the negative 1/8, que was the result of this and this together, over y to the 2/3. This is the final answer? No, because it's illegal using negative exponent. Entonces, you put in the bottom like that. A, y, 2/3. And what happened in the top? Nothing in the top, no? What put in the top here? What number? What expression in the top? We have nothing, nothing. What is nothing in algebra? Well, we have two possibilities. It's 0 or 1, no? Pero 0 no. 0 when there's division or multiplication, no. When there's addition or subtraction, yes. That's one. Make sense or no? Hey, come on.
Makes sense, Professor. Because there is another nose in my mouth. That's why I have to.
They don't. Nobody want to participate with me.
I want to, but there is a lot of noise in my house. I don't want to bother you. All right.
Well, let's do it quickly. The last one, because almost it's over the time. This -6 stay in the same place. Yeah, I get rid of this and this in the opposite direction. So in the bottom, I put x to the 3/4. Look, in the top, I put x to the 1/4. So immediately I eliminate negative exponent. Now division. Division is subtraction. 1/4 minus 3/4. Oh, easy. Is LCD is 4. Bueno, es 1 es negative 2. Hello. Es negative 1/2. And so far we have -6. Este coefficient. This do not participate in the game. This is to confuse you with -6s. X to the negative 1/2. And I'll leave it like that. No. It's -6 over x to the positive half. Any question? Okay. Okay, okay, don't leave, stay with me, because now I want to send the test. I want to send by another computer I have ready. Send the test. Let me see here. And you, when you receive, you say, Professor, I got it, and you can leave. Okay, I'm waiting.
I got it, Professor.
Okay, super. You can leave.
Have a good one. Thank you.
You do.
I got it.
Eso, bueno. Very good.
I got it.
Okay. Remember, Wednesdays do this test. Monday, we start new topic.